Can you imagine doing 33 years in a prison, penitentiary? Sometimes where the night lights never went off, and one time they never came on. It's a long time, nearly half of my life. And right now there's over 2 million men, women, and children locked up in the United States, more than anywhere else in the world. Russia doesn't even compare. Not only that, there's 600,000 homeless people in America today. They don't have a home to go to tonight. A third of those are women and children. As night falls out there, 500,000 people will be looking for a place to lay their head, on a park bench or under a bridge, or somebody to take them in. You know why that is? Well, let me tell you, I know for a fact. One simple problem. The wealth in this country is divided horribly. It's sinfully, shameful. Let me just tell you, here's a wealth. This cake represents the wealth in the United States of America. This is all of it. This is gold and silver and banks and stock markets and railroads and cars and trucks and refrigerators and stoves and houses, land. That's all of it right there. Well, let me tell you how much. There's let's say 365 or 70 million people in the United States. They don't know because they can't count them all. A lot of illegal aliens, they run from the census person. But anyway, let's just say that there's that many. Well, half of those, here's how much half, 170 million people, here's what they share. Right now, I've measured this out. They share 1.2% of all the wealth in the United States. Here it is. That's all they get for 170 million people. That's the share. Yeah, they may have a car. They may have a refrigerator. It's probably not paid for. They owe more than it's worth. They couldn't sell it for what they got. So they own virtually nothing. That's half the population of America. Now let me just tell you what happens to the 1%. 1% has 32 point something percentage of all the wealth. That's just one person out of 100. There he is. He's a fat cat. And now then, the next 4%, here's what they have. And they make up, so this two right here is 5% of the population. 32 in about 19 to 20. Anyhow, that's about half of it. Then these poor folks, now they only make up 5% of the population. These people make up 50% of the population, 170 million people. It's criminal. They don't have enough. And they look and they see what this person has and they see what that person has. And they said, I want some. I want something. Give my children bread. We saw the president got on the news last night. And he said, yes, we're going to end hunger in 8 years. We're going to get around to it for sure. That's a big problem. And we see that where he ordered the military out of Afghanistan, left $7 billion worth of equipment there for our enemy, the Taliban. They are our enemies. No, make no mistake about it. They would death to America is all they can shout. Yes, give that to our enemies. With $7 billion given to those people that are under the bridge, not given to them, but building places for them, building mental hospitals, putting a place for them, a place where they can eat and sleep, and have some dignity in life. It's got to change, mister. It's got to change. People need to raise up and make this change. Thank you.